To run a business, an employer has to take permission from the Labor Department. In other words, he has to obtain the license under the Shops and Commercial Establishment Act. In my first video, we had seen the various acts under state and central government and what was the objective. Hello friends, I am Veena. Welcome you back to my channel. Today I would like to run you through the registration process under the Karnataka Shops and Commercial Establishment. This is an online process and we will see what is the fee structure, how to select the fee slab, and what are the documents required for the registration process. Before we begin, let us see why this registration under the Shops and Commercial Act is necessary. This act came into existence to regulate payment of wages, leave with wages, overtime, holidays, hours of work, employment of women, rules for engaging children, and work conditions. The Shops and Commercial Establishment Act is regulated by the state government. Hence, the applicability under the Act will be location specific. Who has to register and when to register? So, for this, you'll need to understand what is meant by shop and what is meant by commercial establishment. Shop means any premises where any trade or business is carried on and where the services are offered to the customers. These include offices, storerooms, godowns, warehouses, and whether they are in the same premises or elsewhere. A commercial establishment, as defined in the Act, means any commercial, trading, banking, insurance entity, an establishment or administrative services wherein persons employed are mainly engaged in office work, hotel, restaurant, cafe, refreshment house, theatre, or any other place of public amusement or entertainment. Registration under the Shops and Commercial Establishment should be taken within 30 days from the day of commencement of your business. It is also necessary to see for whom this is not applicable. So a shop which is attached to a factory where the persons employed in the shop fall within the scope of the Factories Act 1948. So they do not come under the ambit of the shops. It is also not applicable to state and central government offices, railways, water transport service, post and telegraph, any system of public sanitation, and such undertakings where the supply of power, light, and water is provided to the public. Let us begin with the registration under the Karnataka state and see what are the steps involved. So as I said, this is an online process, so you'll have to click this link www.ekarmika.com, or you can copy paste this link and paste it in your browser. So once you select that, you will come to the screen which is the registration screen. The registration fee is provided here. On one side you have the number of employees and what is the fees. So if there are no employees, it is 300 rupees. From 1 to 9 employees, it is 600. 10 to 19, 4000, and so on. So the last slab which is there is above 1000 employees, which is 75,000 rupees. You also have list of scanned documents that needs to be uploaded. This is given in brief, but there are more to be uploaded, which I will share in the same video. You can take a look at that list. Coming to the registration process, you have to click new registration here, and once you select this, it will take you to the home page which has the sign up for new user. In this you will need to, this is a screen where you will be receiving your login credentials by filling in the information. So establishment type, which has multiple and single. Multiple means you have multiple locations within the same city or multiple locations within the same state, and single, which is just one office. In this I suggest that you choose single, or even if there are multiple locations, because when you have single, it will provide you with different user ID and password, and it is quite helpful for you when you're doing the amendments or any changes while filing returns, etc. for each location. If you select multiple, you will receive only one login credential for all of the locations. So choose your username. provide the email ID and mobile number. This is where you will receive the login credential. Add in the security code and click on submit. After clicking submit, and before proceeding to the registration process, you need to make the fee payment, which is actually a different link and a different website. It is called the K2 website or the Khazane 2. I have provided the link for this Khazane 2 in the description below. You'll need to generate the challan and make the fees as per the number of employees. So after having made that and downloading the challan, please keep it available along with the list of documents that are to be uploaded. So you'll come back to the same screen which we had seen earlier, the registration fee screen, and now you will move to the login information. You'll use the username and the password here and provide the security code. Click in login. Now you will enter the home page or the registration screen, which is the registration form A. So once you select this, you will come to the registration submission details screen, which has the user name, email ID, mobile number, etc. And under status, in this box, you will have a link which says proceed to complete the registration. So click on that link and it will take you to the screen where you will need to provide all the information about the name and establishment, postal address, telephone number, email ID, fax, details of the proprietor, managing partner or the directors in case of private limited company. So if you have 2 and more directors, you can provide all of them, or you can provide 2 or 3 directors details which will have their name, designation, residential address, phone number, etc. And in case the unit is being taken care by a manager or any authorized signatory, then you will have to provide this information about that person in this screen. So, and then coming to the nature of business, whatever is your nature of business, that is there's a drop down menu here, so you will need to select from that. Date of commencement of business, provide the date. Under number of employees, you will have to provide the bifurcation with name, with number of men and women, and add up to the total as per the fees that you have selected or paid. And then the declared weekly holidays, Saturday and Sunday, or just Sunday, as per your choice. The fee remitted, challan details, date, challan number and the amount. You can ignore part B and C at this point of time. Before you come to the last screen, there is also a screen which is where you need to upload the documents. You will need to browse and then upload those documents. So that screen I have not been able to share here in this video. So after uploading, you will come to the screen where you need to download this registration form A, because that has to be signed and then again uploaded. So after downloading this, you will need to sign and keep it ready. Now let us look at the list of documents that need to be uploaded. First is the employer PAN, and then you have the agreement between the landlord and the employer if the premises is rented or taken under lease. The employer identity proof with address like Aadhaar, driving license, voter's ID, passport, etc. The certificate of incorporation, which is also called the ROC, and the memorandum of article. So this is another document, authorized letter for the authorized signatory who will be running the unit or managing the unit. You have a scanned stamp size photo of the employer, and then there is a list of directors in case of private limited company. You have a declaration to state that you will not be engaging any child labor. It is to be taken on your letterhead, and the K2 challan copy which you have paid, and lastly the form A application which is duly signed by the employer. So after uploading and clicking on submit,